and gentlemen, here we go into game number 1. It's Mao's Thorzain against its Gosu Gatored in the winner's bracket final. Congratulations to both these players. They'll at least be in the Season 3 NASL. But now they're really, really looking to get into Season 2 finals.
Yeah, that's the big spot, man.
That is the big spot, man. I mean, can you even imagine coming out from nowhere? And I'm particularly talking about Gatored,
right,
because Gatored is the guy probably seen as the biggest underdog in this. Nobody knows about him.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Well, he took out Dongrigu out of nowhere.
Yeah, I wouldn't say nobody knows about him. I definitely agree with you. He's a huge underdog, and he hasn't posted huge results in terms of like tournament winnings and such.
Yep.
But I think there are some people that know about it, this guy.
Yeah,
He's on its Gosu. We've seen him do pretty well in some TL Opens in the past. So I think some people know who he is, but I understand what you're saying. He's definitely the underdog in this game.
Now, Gatored does a very interesting Terran vs. Protoss style. And that is he overdevelops off of 2 base a lot. That's what I'm normally seeing from him. So he'll go to 2 base, get his upgrades, get his Colossus count out, and then push out maybe around the 110, 130 mark. That's when he takes his expansions. At least that's what he did against Trimaster in this series, and I've actually gotten to watch a lot of his replays because, of course, I'm interested in him. I want to know more about him, what this guy is all about. I think his Terran vs. Protoss isn't as strong as his Protoss vs. Zerg. His PvZ looked really good lately, but we'll have to see how he does against a player that is Thorzain.
Yeah, such a beast. And we already see Thorzain starting things off with the macro play. No gas. What's going to be a gasless expansion from him. And I really do like this move. I always advocate this move, man, especially after, was it 1.4 or whatever? Might have been before that. Whichever patch nerfed the blink research time by 30 seconds. Really the #1 way every Protoss, especially in Korea, we'd see punish gasless expands was blink plus observer builds. They get in before you'd have marauders out and cause some serious problems. But now with that 30 seconds, you can get those marauders out in time and you can be just fine. And, you know, you can't really die to that type of play. So it's just so safe to go gasless expand, especially when there's only really, I mean, it is a really wide choke point, but at least only one choke point, one entrance into the natural. And look at that. We did see the pylon block from Gatored, but of course, not going to matter against a Terran. I mean, granted, it's only 25 minerals, so why not, I guess? So, you know, make him lift and move that over a little bit, but really doesn't accomplish much of anything.
Yeah, he's just trying to... Well, maybe he just wants... Well, no, there's no great reason for it. Alright, well, just being a little bit of a thorn. You can see that Thorzain is going up to 2 barracks, actually getting... Is it 2 additional gas? That would be absolutely insane. Holy crap.
Yep.
He's getting 2 gas after 2 barracks. That's a really bold.
Isn't... don't we sometimes see players even do that? Like, well, I guess most players will go up to 3 racks, then go double gas. We see players do this every once in a while. Players like Select when they try to go for really, really early metavacs. Do you think Thorzain is just going to use that for the metavacs? Do you think he's maybe just going to use it to get double tech labs, get those upgrades started really quickly? Or maybe are we going to see like some early eBays with upgrades?
I don't know, man. This is really insane. He's actually only putting 2 on each of them. So he's actually just using this for a little bit of agency, saying, okay, I can switch over to 6 gas very fast. And he's a little above, you know, normal income, which is 3 off of 1 refinery.
Right.
So I don't know. It's just a really weird build. I feel like if there was a 4-gate, a fast expansion 4-gate coming out from Gatored, it would straight up win.
Yeah. Or even like early blink, early pressure, even something like a 3-gate pressure, you know? Like, what would Thorzain do? I mean, when you go for the early tech lab and reactor at the same time like that, and you only have the 2 barracks, you're not producing any units for a very, very long amount of time. So you only have these 4 Marines, which are actually, are those, am I just that colorblind, or are those actually really low on HP, all 4 of those Marines?
They're all really low on HP.
How did that happen, man?
The
I don't
Stalker?
remember him. Did the Stalker really do that much damage to all those Marines? I didn't think they were ever out of the bunker when the Stalker was there.
I have no clue.
That is crazy.
That's really...
I'm just confused about that. But
Alright, well.
we'll have to find out maybe a little bit later. But, you know, yeah, it does leave that opening available. But Gatored didn't punish that opening. So, you know what? Thorzain, with that slightly greedy play, will give himself just a slight advantage coming in early on. And, you know, he is slightly behind on workers. 29-33. That's to be expected in PvT. Things are pretty much where they should be right now.
Yeah. It does look like, you know, Thorzain probably isn't transitioning too hard into tech play. He is focusing on more so of the Marine Marauder ball that we normally see, taking complete map control until really that 10-12 minute mark. Ooh, Ghost Academy.
Oh, there it is. So that's perhaps why I went for the fast double gas here. Gonna rush out some ghosts, but oh my gosh, look at what Gator's doing. Blind countering this so hard. He's got the robotics bay on the way. Colossus play just absolutely demolishes fast ghost play. It really relies on the Protoss, you know, either relying on sentries, immortals, maybe rushing up to Archons, or just overall standard like gateway play. If you get Colossi out, man, you can really punish those ghosts, and EMP not going to make quite as big of a difference.
Well, you need like 2 Colossus. If you only have one, it could be very dicey. Stim is already going to be up. Yeah. There's a lot of problems. I mean, it's not a clear-cut win once you get Colossus.
Oh, yeah, no, of course not. But it's like, it forces the Terran into a situation where basically Thorzain, you know, he's not going to have the gas to make medevacs here or Vikings. So not only is he going to not have any healing for these units, but he's not going to have the Vikings to help deal with those Colossi. So as long as they stay in the back, as long as he has enough gateway units to support them, prevent the units from stimming forward and sniping them off, it'll be really hard for Thorzain to deal with this type of a strategy.
Yeah, I'm really, really worried for actually both of these players. I don't know how this will work out. This 2 ghost timing push that we see moving out right now. Thorzain has all of his units. How many Marines is that? Let me go ahead and count.
A lot. 16.
16.
2
Combat
SCVs
shield
too.
just about to finish. There's a lot of Marauders. 6 Marauders as well. So
the Observer sees him coming. He should have seen the Ghost too if he's paying attention. He needs to start spreading out his units. I don't think Gator was paying attention, man. He's not spreading out his units.
Oh, God.
Spread out your sentries, please, Gator. They're all in one spot. He should have seen it coming. That's the benefit of that Observer. Oh, but he did just move out of probe. Hopefully you realize. Oh, my God. If he moves up this ramp, this could be absolutely devastating. What an awful position to hold. And what? And he leaves all his sentries stacked up, even though he saw the Ghost coming. He only has 1 Colossus out. This could be difficult. He's probably going to have to pull these probes to defend. He can't afford to lose this Nexus. The game is pretty much going to be over.
There we go. The stim goes down. He needs to pull the SCVs or the probes right away. The Colossus goes down, and it's not going to be enough. GG comes out from Gatored, and right there, Thorzain takes the quick win.
That is sad to see, Andre.
That's so
sad. That is
dude.
sad. He not only saw the Ghost coming with the Observer, he saw them coming with the probe. Gatored had 2 separate instances to let him know ghosts were coming, and then he still just put all of his sentries in 1 ball, and that's it. If you put your sentries in 1 ball, those Colossi, when they don't have range yet, you need the force fields to keep them alive. You need them to support them. Otherwise, these units are going to stim forward. Unless you have a very high zealot count, you need those force fields. So to get every single one of his sentries fully EMP down in 1 clump, that's just game ending. You can't do that, and that's just straight up all he had to do to you know, stay alive that game.
Yeah, quite a shame, but you know, nature of the beast sometimes. We're gonna go into game 2 and see if Thorzain can continue his streak or if Gatored can come back. It's a 1-0 victory for Thorzain. We'll be back with game number 2.